Hi everyone, welcome to Intuitive Edge. This is where we take an intuitive look at what's going on in our world. So let's take a look at what's happening with Julian Assange. There's a hearing for Julian Assange to see if he's going to be extradited to the United States to face indictment charges. But let's see what the cards say about Julian Assange, and is he going to be extradited to the United States? Is he going to be brought up on charges? Is there something else going on? What's going to happen with him? So let's take a look at the cards. I'm going to shuffle up and we'll be right back and get started. Okay, Julian Assange. So, this was an interesting read. Now, I laid out the cards and I was going to kind of go through the cards, and all of a sudden I was taken in a different direction. And I began to get intuitive messages that were coming through. So I'll share with you some of what I've got. Now, when I started to tune in to Julian Assange, I got a picture in my mind of someone in like a chain gang, if you imagine, from like the early 1900s, wearing like a striped jumpsuit, on a chain gang, forced labor type of thing. And I heard in my mind that that this was Julian Assange in a past life, and that what I heard was, this is not the first time he's been arrested for telling the truth. Okay, so that's what I got. I also saw him as he's got his like pickaxe and they're working out whatever along the railroads, kind of what I saw. That I got the sense that he's very well connected to God. In all of his, his soul is very well connected to God. And I saw him like praying, and petitioning heaven to defend him because he was being punished for simply speaking the truth or upholding the truth or revealing the truth, which is in essence what God would want, right? God is truth, God is love, God is truth. He was simply upholding God, basically the standards of God. And so he was petitioning heaven, and I got him, I saw him just like looking up and just petitioning heaven to defend him. Okay, that's what I saw. I got that he was falsely accused in that life, falsely imprisoned, or harshly punished for simply doing the right thing in that life. Okay. And in this life. So there's parallels with that life and this one is what I was being shown. So that's all I'm allowed to share about that. So I will move on. Okay, so what the cards say, the past, I got the Emperor with him. That glare. That dastardly glare. Okay, so the Emperor. Now, this is a position of being in authority, being in control, being in charge. And the present card coming up is a card of struggle. This is the Five of Wands. This is struggling, which is what he's been in the last several years, has been, just basically like imprisoned and struggling. Now, the next card is on the immediate future. Now we have the Lover's card. Lover's card is about strategic partnerships, coming into a greater united front, a partnership of sorts that is larger than just you. And I'm wondering if that means that the United States extradition will be successful. I'm wondering, because that feels like we're uniting you and us in this partnership. We're making an arrangement, cutting a deal, that kind of thing. So I'm wondering if there's something that is going to lend itself to Julian Assange being in the United States for trial. I'm wondering. Now, on him, his attitude is one of being in, this is a card of being in denial, but I saw this also as like being in defense, like you're on a defensive position, kind of digging your heels in, locked into self-preservation, it kind of felt like wanting to protect yourself. Now, the next card was the Hidden. Now, this one, I'm kind of wondering about this card. We have the Nine of Swords. It came in reversed. That's a card of grief and worry and anxiety. And it came in reversed. There's different schools of thought on that. Some say that it means that grief, loss, and all of that is going to turn around. Some say it's going to continue. So what I see with it is it's facing back into that kind of, I'm putting up my wall and you're not going to break me down. That's what I get with this card. You're not going to break me down. Defiance. And then this grief card kind of looking back at that. It's pulling into that. You get a sense of like a tug of war between that strategic partnership and that stress and anxiety, kind of doing a tug of war with Julian in the middle of it. So I don't know that I think the United States might be successful in this endeavor. And it's going to cause a lot of grief and anxiety, and it's going to feel like I get an amplification of this grief and anxiety card. Okay. The Obstacle is the Knight. Now, this is a card of things happening, a sense of urgency, happening quickly, and that's what I got. I got things are going to shift and happen very quickly. There's no time to rest. I got a sense of urgency, something about this case needs to happen before the election is what I got. That's what they're aiming for. To move this quickly, it's got to happen now. And so there's a sense of urgency about it with the United States. Last card is the Outcome, and I got the reversed High Priest. This card reversed is about things being done in an unconventional way, kind of bypassing regular tradition and doing things the normal way. And now we're going to do things a little different. And I think that's that sense of urgency. They might want to speed things up, speed the trial up, speed something up, to get it done quicker. It's going to be outside the norm. Things that might normally take months or weeks to do are going to be sped up and done quickly. I got that real sense of urgency with it. Underneath it, we have this card. This is what's flavoring the whole thing, and that's Julian Assange being in bondage, being in kind of limbo, being in this kind of makeshift prison that's not really there, but it's there. He's kind of, under wraps and unable to really be free at this time. But I think there's a message coming in, because this card is also a messenger, and it's facing right into that card, the way I have these spread out. And I think there's a message coming about that freedom. Now, about that bondage, Now, in looking at this card, this card here, and I'll show this to you in a minute, how it's laid out here. But this knight is coming with his sword drawn, and I see it like ready to cut the straps that are binding this person, like wanting to come in and cut that person out from bondage. And there's something unconventional about this whole thing. It's going to be done there might be a twist or a change or something that's going to look one way, but at the last minute, like dodging and doing something different. And it's I don't sense it being like harmful or negative. It feels like it's wanting to help. It's gonna feel, for Julian, it's gonna feel like he's in the middle of a tug of war. But ultimately, there's something about letting him speak. Like, we want you to speak. And even though it's going to look like this is bad, or that we're prosecuting you, or that we're wanting to get you, at the same time, it's like you have the ability to speak. You have an attorney, you have an opportunity, and that's probably the urgency on it. That's probably the sense of urgency I'm feeling. It's like we got to get this person to speak, and we got to do it soon, and we're going to move mountains to get that truth out. Julian Assange has, he is, I'm gotta be careful with my words, but he, in many ways, cares about the truth. I can say that. He cares about the truth. And there's something that is wanting to allow the truth to come out. Even though it looks like he's being persecuted again, there's an element that wants the truth out. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean to ramble. I think that's all I've got for this. I'll show you the spread now. I appreciate you watching this. And thank you for indulging me. And we'll catch you next time. This has been Intuitive Edge. Thanks for watching. Got more, you can tell, it's like, whoo, I got energy on this again. There was more, but I couldn't share everything. Not allowed to. But that's okay. Don't worry. You're getting what you need to get. So, all right. We'll see how this pans out. Thanks, everybody. Bye for now.